Hola, hola, soy Gabriela from ibspanish.es, and as a professional tutor and examiner, I'm here to help you to understand better the DP Spanish B program. And in this video, I would like to explain to you the internal oral assessment for higher level and also to teach you some cool tricks and hacks that you can use during your exam. So, as you know, the DP program has their final exams or in May, in November, and in that part of the program, you will have to do a final assessment in writing, reading, and listening comprehension. But before that happens, you have to record your final oral assessment with your teacher. This is the internal assessment for the Spanish B subject. And in this one, there is an oral assessment, meaning that you have to record an oral conversation with your teacher. It's usually done for the May exams around February and March, and it should be revised and taught by the teacher with time in advance because this is an exam that needs a lot of practice. As you know, in the higher level program, you have to read two different books written originally in Spanish, and this is what you will use for as a starting point for your oral exam. You will be given one extract for each book. Each extract of the book has around 300 words, and with that, you will start preparing your monologue, your presentation. Once you have chosen one of these texts, you will start taking notes and preparing for your monologue. You have 20 minutes and around 10 bullet points to organize your presentation. In this part of the exam, it is vital that you highlight and choose specific parts that are going to support your arguments, some quotes that you can use during your presentation, and how you will use this extract as an input to provide ideas, themes, arguments, anything related to the target culture of the Spanish language. Then the recording starts, the teacher will start recording, and you will have to speak for around 3 to 4 minutes. It's very important that you are very organized in this presentation because at the time it's quite limited and the teacher will interrupt you once the time is over. So you should be able to tackle all the parts that is expected in this presentation time. You have to introduce a little bit the book, the author, but very briefly. What you usually need to use is what you were given in this text, and you will have to talk about one, two themes that are appearing in this part and be able to do it using the language properly, using advanced tenses, using the language with a meaning. After that, the second part of the exam starts. The teacher will start asking you follow-up questions during around 5 minutes, and it's going to be all about what you said during the presentation time. If you were talking about how this specific character is showing us some part of the Spanish culture, the teacher will ask you why, what do you think it happens after, what is going that is still prevalent in our times, whatever it is. But it's always follow-up questions. And then the third part is around 6 minutes where the teacher is asking you additional themes, usually whatever you have covered during the 2 years of the DPD program, and it is just a conversation. During these two parts, conversations with the teacher, you should be able to interact, showing that you are having into consideration that you have someone in front of you and you are holding a conversation. It's not an interview. So you should be able to use expressions, to use connectors, to be able to engage with the other person as a part of the conversation. Once the time is over, the recording is finished and your teacher starts the grading process. We are having into consideration the use of language during the whole exercise. We usually are dividing what we consider basic structures and advanced grammar structures, not only meaning tenses and modes as the subjunctive or the pluscuamperfecto, but also the use of phrasal verbs, the use of expressions, the use of different structures. What we really want is variety in vocabulary and in grammar. And then also we will grade separately the three parts of the exam, how well it was your use of language during the whole exam, but also how well did you use the literary struct in order to present consistent and relevant ideas. How was your interaction during the conversation part? What is very important to understand for these two exams, it is very important to prepare. Usually, I will recommend you to have and a script, some kind of guidance that is going to help you always to organize your ideas, and also to practice as much as you can. You really need to have the confidence and the very clear ideas about how exactly it's going to be done and how you will be able to reach the highest marks. If you want to practice with me, please do not hesitate to contact me at ibspanish.es. You can find there many ways of contacting me. And with as little as 4 one-to-one classes, I will be able to help you to create your own script and to use the structures that are going to help you during the whole exam. Wishing you all the best. Mucha suerte. Adiós, adiós.